Teresa.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anybody sign in for public comments?
No, sir.
All right. Go straight to the administrative section. Would you like to take the administrative section?
Sure. Adoption of the Lincoln County Board of Education 2011-2012 meeting schedule. And there is a schedule attached. And I guess we have a question. Do we want to continue with our meetings on Monday night or on Tuesday?
I prefer Tuesday myself.
I like Tuesday.
I like Tuesday, so.
We have Monday night football, maybe. No, I'm just joking. I like Tuesday.
And there is an option too laying there on your table.
Yes, we
I just
have
think
to-
Tuesday-
Carol?
Tuesday's fine with me.
I think Tuesday gives the board staff a day to kind of catch up on some
Yeah,
things that have
yeah.
happened.
Good idea.
If
Other
it happens
things.
on Monday, you
Yeah.
just are overwhelmed. So
We're
we
gonna
need
go with the
to.
Tuesday meetings.
Okay.
I really like it. Like so flexible.
Okay. B is out-of-county transfers for 2011-2012 school year. 2 students from Putnam County transferring to Lincoln. C, a consultant agreement with Keith Matheny to provide motivational performance to the county administrative staff on July the 10th, 2011. That's attached.
What was the source of funding? Is that staff development fund?
Staff
County
development.
Staff development.
D, an agreement with Southwestern Community Action Council to provide meals to staff and volunteers at Duval, Hamlin, Midway, Ranger, Harts, and West Hamlin for the 2011-2012 school year. It's an attachment.
Okay, I was trying to read that real quick, and I see where it says on our agenda that it's a year, but it doesn't say that on the contract, I don't believe, on the agreement. Should that be in the agreement that it's for 1 year? It
Yes.
starts,
We do this every year, and it is just an annual agreement.
okay,
Of course, it just came to us from Southwestern, didn't it, Diane?
yeah,
So, yeah, it says,
I see it,
right at the
I see it
top.
now, sorry. I was reading all the fine print.
Right, that's where it maybe should have been. Okay.
E, 6 additional employment days, each for school nurses Teresa Ryan and Nancy Doss during July and August 2011 to complete care plans for students requiring specialized care. I think this is mostly for students that have to have physician's orders, and they're using those days to get those orders from the physicians for students that have medical issues. That has to come in prior to school beginning in order to be able to give them the medical treatment.
Are there more and more of those?
More and more, yes.
So you all heard the administrative section, A through E. We'll make a note that A is, we'll be approving the Tuesday meeting schedule.
I move.
I second. All those in favor to approve the administrative section? Aye. All opposed? Administrative section. Motion carries. Let's go to finance. Birdie.
Okay, under item A, we have county pension for David Lucas under option B, which means they taught or worked in Lincoln County for 25 years. Mr. Lucas retired from Logan County, so therefore he wasn't aware he was entitled to this, and we caught this and got him on here. And actually, his payment was for a full year. This is his monthly payment listed here. So he would have got a full year payment because we caught it within the fiscal year. And that's all I have in finance today.
So you all have heard the finance.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor to approve the finance? Please say
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. I believe that is all for our agenda right now.
Well, what I would like, because there is not a personnel schedule here, I would like to request a special board meeting Friday, July the 8th, because we had a large posting, and due to people being off on vacation, we were not able to get that completed for this evening, but we do need to have one in order, because there's some people probably moving around, and I need to be able to post jobs quickly.
So that's July the 8th.
Friday, could we do it at 2 o'clock?
In
the afternoon?
Could we do it at 6:30? I was gonna ask if we could do it at 6:30. And the reason is just because I'm coming from work, and it takes a long time. Fridays is really a heck to get from Charleston here, if that's okay. Is that all right with you, Fred?
It's fine.
Carol, is that okay with you?
That's fine, anytime, fine.
So Friday at 6:30. That'd be great.
Is this a special call meeting or just
Special.
special call?
This will be, will it be considered a special call or just a regular one?
They just call it an extra meeting.
And that way you can
Okay.
have more than just personnel or something.
Yes.
Well, I know that we're gonna have finance.
Okay.
Bertie has bills
Well,
to
then we'll
pay,
just-
vacation.
Yes, that's right, for
Extra
personnel
meeting.
and finance, that's on my note.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, so it's just an extra meeting.
It's extra meeting.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
from where you're at, is there any way that you can do a phone conference? I don't know with your job if that would be allowed or not.
No, there's no way.
Okay, okay, well, that's fine, I was just
Yeah,
like that.
if I could, I would.
Get your people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Be tough. But anyway, I'd like to request to go to a special session, executive session to address personnel issues before the July 8th meeting. That's okay.
This evening or?
This evening, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this evening. No, this is it for.
I mean, is she finished with her
Are you
remarks?
finished with?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
finish.
second.
Okay. All those in favor of going into executive
Oh,
court?
wait a minute. What about the, we did have Dana Smith to contact me about concession stand. Was that something that?
Could we discuss that before we go
Let's
into?
let's
special
discuss
session?
that.
way
Yes,
we do it.
yes, let's do it. Okay.
Sounds like a-
When you said that, I mean, I don't have anything else. I do, I'm sorry. I'm learning. We were contacted today, Dana Smith talked to us about the concession stand at Guyan Valley that is in disrepair. And there were a couple of suggestions from Dana. I think he had spoken with Eddie Smith about using part of the old Pleasant View School as a concession area, or purchasing a 12 by 24 metal building from Leonard's. And this building is wired and it has 2 doors and 3 windows that could be used for serving. There has been a refrigerator and a washer and dryer donated by parents for this building. And I think some parents have also indicated that they would volunteer to work to make this building ready for the football season. Because I understand the concession stand is not a healthy place to be trying to have food to serve. So
I would agree with that.
Do we have an estimate cost?
the building itself, I think it was 5,600. Now, as far as the concession stand, or the building Pleasant View being used, was that discussed today about the cost? I can't remember.
I don't know that he had a cost on, but
Also,
you've already brought up
the
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 utilities
utilities would be,
quite a bit.
Yeah,
Because
that-
there are those
I
large
think
meters.
Pleasant View School will be out
I think you're
off
right.
the table.
I don't even know if we can get.
I mean,
money
it's,
to-
and
I mean,
it's so far away from the school, I mean, the ball field anyway.
It would be hard.
But the utilities would break us up. I mean,
that was just a suggestion.
you'd have to have water and heat.
Trying to find.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay,
600's not too bad.
No, I mean.
There's
if
not a
utilities are that
concession stand in
expensive
the gym
school,
over there?
Not,
No.
no, not with them being able to serve the food, you know,
Okay.
fix the hot dogs or whatever. And I think,
Could we not, we would have to vote on that, all right? We would have to vote on that, we could put that in with the agenda for July the 8th.
okay,
I think that would be
Purchase
good.
it.
And just to go ahead and purchase.
Eddie Smith is on that
That's what it's
phone if
supposed
you all have a question for him.
yes, Carol,
He
is
might know a little
Eddie,
bit more.
What about the
Eddie
compact?
available if there are questions?
He's
What about the
got
compact
so
pad?
he has been looking into
They need a
I don't know, I'm
They'll have a
asking.
wooden floor in it.
They have.
Did it have a wood floor?
Well,
It has a wooden floor. Do you want Eddie to explain a little bit about the building to you?
Yes.
here?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Okay, here he is.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Eddie.
I hate to come to you via phone, but that's all right. Saves gas money. What I went to look at is this, Leonard's has buildings that are like 12 by 24 or bigger. The 12 by 24 look like ideal size for concession. It also is built so if you ever have to move it, it's portable. It's they have it like on 4 by 4s or 6 by 6s, whatever those blocks are underneath it. Then they have it braced, and then they got, I think it's 3/4 inch plywood, vinyl siding. He says they got like wiring for the light and stuff to come in it. Instead of garage door, he was going to put double doors so they can be locked in, and if you're open, you're not all the time letting heat or air out there. He was going to put 3 windows in it so that each window could be a serving window. I have parents lined up that will help me insulate it and put that OCP board up and build any type of, what could you say, a prep area, shelf area. Right where the old bleachers was at Guy Valley, there's an electric pole there, and about 15, 20 foot from it is the water line and sewer line. But it could be in a position that if later on needs to be moved, you wouldn't be out the building. It could just easily be transported. Like Ms. Trish said before, I had a parent already gave us a refrigerator and a washer and dryer. There's not much in the concession stand that can be salvaged. I mean, it's beyond, to me, it's beyond repair, health repair especially. Also, like I said, I've got parents who are volunteer. I've got electricians, carpentries, all that would help that we could fix it to where if we had to hook it up, it could be disconnected in the winter and all the lines blowed out so there wouldn't be no freezing and stuff taking place in there. I appreciate you if you said you really, I think you really like it. But if there's any questions, I'll take those now.
Eddie, don't you think this is the best option?
Yeah, I do. I think it's the best option for 2. One, it can be set up in a more convenient place.
Right.
Can be readily transferred or moved. If God grants us another school somewhere, to build or extend or whatever. I think it'd be, and like I say, it's vinyl stuff. It's a good-looking building, and I don't think it would diminish from that because the old concession stand, all they did was take 3 walls and put it up against the wall of the old tabernacle. And it has been constantly rubber roofs, everything on there, and silly tile falls every year and everything. So I think it would be the most feasible. I think I talked to Jeremy Brunny and asked him if I could start a little boosters club there. They never had one, and these parents are really interested. And it's not just a football booster club; it's for all kids at the school. And I made that plain, and they're all. Matter of fact, I got some that wants to be on it that don't even have kids there. So I think it'd be beneficial for the school too. But I think it's feasible, Fred, very feasible.
Okay.
Like I say, if you ever have to move it, it's easy transported.
Hey, Eddie, this is Steve Priestley. As far as any cooking utensils, is the board, would the board have to provide anything to put in this building? I mean, the kitchen?
Steve, as far as I know, that like pizza, we have pizza, Geno's furnishes that oven. They bring microwaves. I don't know of any appliances or anything. Boosters will, provide that stuff if there's a need. We won't need gas or anything like that, you know what I mean?
That's why I was wondering if you, what type of, other things you might have in there, but.
See, the other concession stand, the electric there would not hold. If they had a hot dog warmer and a pizza warmer, they couldn't use the microwave to throw the breakers, things like that. And I think a building like this could be set up real easily. The old building I bought over there years ago that's there already has all electrical pipe wiring, and of course we might need a breaker box, but wait, some of those guys I've got are electricians, they could bring that. If there's any lighting in there, they said they could wire it. And they're all certified electricians, so I think that's just as good as some old dude like me trying to do it,
I think that's a great idea.
So Eddie, this is Donna. So what you are requesting is that the board purchase the building?
Yes, that's it, Donna.
Okay, I just
He gave me
want
a
to
bill on
clarify.
it, $5,600. That's no taxes and all that because of school.
Okay.
He said that he would send us all that quote stuff when the time came. And Carol told me the booster said that you want to raise the money for, mini boards in there, shelving, stuff like that. Plus, I think the county commission was going to possibly give us $1,000 to insulate and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's, I just think it'd be a win-win for those kids there.
I do too. I think it's a great idea, Eddie.
The only thing in middle school is like all other places is there's three things we have to do. One, we have to bring in all the revenue we can from concession because that makes more than, believe it or not, than the gate. Because you get so many free cards and everything, but when it comes to buying food, they pay that. Plus playing all the county schools, things like that just brings those kids together and it saves money on busing, transportation. I just think it's a win-win for the kids.
I do too, Eddie.
You all say no, it's a no. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about the kids, not me. I mean, hope to be coaching and not in there cooking.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Eddie, we're going to put it on the July 8th board meeting.
I appreciate it.
Put it on the minutes.
And thanks a lot, Ms. Lucas, for bringing that up. And the rest of you have a great day. And if you get tired, come over and I'll let you take care of my wife because it's killing me.
Thank you, Eddie.
Hey, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Set minutes, we'll put it on the agenda. I'm tired. Well, I think they said everything.
Jeff, was I supposed to bring up the thing about removal of the asbestos at Pleasant View? It's in the notes.
It was Hamlin, wasn't it?
We've got, and I've got something else on Hamlin, but this is about I guess, the Pleasant View one had to do with the property, selling the property.
Because it's
Would be part of the.
vandalized here a month or so ago, and Fred had got a call about it, and
They're breaking in, Pleasant School, having parties.
I think they're stealing copper wires, so without a building, and we're gonna have
We need to tear it down.
to, or secure it.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I think that there may be some asbestos present present at Pleasant View. And he may be referring to that he may have been looking at what it's gonna cost
That's
to
what he
remove
was
that.
talking
But
about.
it'd be the floor tile.
Right, I think so. So he may be talking about that.
Okay.
So we kind of discussed making sure we kind of held on to that piece of property, because if we do build a new school
Right.
over there, we may need that,
Right.
that extra property. there.
That's true, that's right.
Because of the timber, right.
But he may be referring to, like you say there,
Right.
keep the property, but if we have to destroy the building, that there may be some costs in getting rid of the asbestos.
But I don't know why we didn't get rid of it when we was in here before, getting rid of all that asbestos. Because we did all.
About $42,000 to remove the asbestos from Pleasant View.
Just
Just the asbestos,
Or
not demolishing.
just the
building.
asbestos?
Mhm.
Kind of related, Ms. Luke, could I ask a request something, please?
Yes.
Rumor has it that Hamlin Volunteer and Fire Department has moved out, vacated the old junior high school here in Hamlin. Could we find out for sure if they have left? Because I'm understanding that building reverts back to the board, whether we want it or not. And could we find out for sure if they're no longer going to use that? And if they aren't, could we have Dana Smith to get us an estimate of what it might cost to make the building semi-usable? I know the last time I was in there, it was raining and they had buckets in the floor catching the rainwater, so I know there's rough problems. But I guess my point is, if it's not going to be used by the fire department anymore, we have to then make a decision, are we going to use it for something else, or are we going to do away with it? So in order to do that, I think Dane would have to give us a feel for, the basics, because the bathrooms are atrocious, the roofs are a problem, just, what it would cost to do that. And then at the same time, if he could give us a cost similar to what he may have done there at Pleasant View, should we choose to demolish the building? And of course, we'd have to see if it had any asbestos and what costs were involved in that. So if it comes to pass, if they don't want it, we can decide, are we going to keep it, fix it up, or are we going to try to get rid of it? Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's what he talked today, right, about actually going over and taking some samples to send off to find out
That's
what
cool.
kind of, what the types of asbestos may be in that building and how much it would cost to actually remove it.
So it was never abated.
Well, I was told that that was cleaned when they cleaned Hamlin High School back a few years ago. Now, I don't know that to be fact.
Well, I'd like to know for certain, maybe the records, that way we don't,
Well,
we won't tear it
we
down.
should have just, if we're gonna tear it down, we should just get a contractor to give us a price to tear it down. That's his job to worry about the asbestos. I mean, when you start bringing up asbestos, you open up a whole can of worms.
I understand that, but apparently that's what's happened at Pleasant View there.
Well, I know.
But anyway, if we're ever going to decide, because when I saw them carrying things out there, that led me to believe they were leaving.
Well, and I understand maybe something went out of there that
Shouldn't have, maybe.
shouldn't have. But I don't know what was in there, so I don't
I don't either. I just went down the hallway on both day, and that's about it. But eventually, we're going to have to decide what's going to happen. I just think if we've got some estimates on our options, then we can decide that.
Okay.
Sounds like the winner.
We'll get more information and have it on Friday.
Well, I mean, 'cause I don't know if it has to be that urgent. I'm just saying eventually.
Just eventually, okay. I'll get
Yeah.
with him.
Depends on what Dane's doing. You can have one,
We have records already in each school, everything.
More about that.
The
Yeah, we should have,
asbestos
yeah.
and everything.
Right. That's
For
what
the
I thought.
CDFP
Yeah,
and
there should be
for school
records.
consolidations and things, all that material was
Well, we
put
did it
together.
20 or more
Yeah.
years ago.
So it hasn't changed since then, I mean, the older buildings, so it should be the same.
And another option would be bid it out, let somebody come in there and make it later.
Let them worry about
Right.
it. Good.
That's only thing.
Okay, I think that was, I think I completed my list.
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session.
I'll second.
Pardon, personnel.
Second.
All those in favor to go into executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
All